The 6 Yogas of Naropa include a profound method for transforming the third of the 6 intermediate states, the bardo of sleep and dreams. Dream Yoga, or Milai Ral Byor, is not merely about controlling nightmares. It is a direct path to realizing the empty nature of all phenomena, both waking and sleeping. The fundamental practice begins with recognizing the waking state itself as a dream. This recognition is the prerequisite for achieving lucidity during sleep. We spend 1/3 of our lives asleep, a period traditionally viewed as wasted time. Dream Yoga converts this time into intensive spiritual practice. The goal is to maintain continuous awareness across the threshold of sleep, dissolving the rigid distinction between the perceived reality of the day and the fluid reality of the night. This continuity of awareness is called Nyam Shag, the sustained meditative state. The initial step involves daily contemplation, asking yourself repeatedly, is this a dream? Inducing lucidity relies on 4 foundational practices performed during the day. First, the practice of strong intention. Before falling asleep, visualize the dream state and firmly resolve to recognize the dream when it occurs. Second, the practice of retention, holding the breath briefly before sleep, which subtly disrupts the transition into unconsciousness, maintaining a thread of awareness. Third, the practice of visualization, focusing on a small, luminous seed syllable, often Ah or Om, placed at the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This syllable acts as an anchor for consciousness. Fourth, the practice of reality checking, performing reality checks throughout the day, such as attempting to push a finger through the palm of your hand or checking the stability of light switches. These checks train the mind to question perceived solidity, a habit that transfers directly into the dream environment. These daytime preparations are essential, as the quality of your waking mind determines the quality of your dream mind.
When lucidity dawns within the dream, the first critical action is not to indulge in wish fulfillment, but to stabilize the awareness. Dreams are inherently unstable, and excitement often leads to immediate waking. To counteract this, perform the first of the 4 main dream yoga commitments, recognizing the dream as a dream. Immediately perform a reality check, confirming the illusory nature of the environment. Next, focus on stabilizing the dream body and environment. A common technique is to rub the hands together vigorously or spin around rapidly, grounding the consciousness within the dream fabric. Once stable, the second commitment begins, transforming the dream content. This involves manipulating the elements, such as making fire turn into water or changing the size and shape of objects. This practice directly undermines the mind's habitual belief in fixed reality. The transformation phase moves beyond simple recognition toward active manipulation. The practitioner must demonstrate mastery over the dream environment by performing impossible feats. Attempt to fly through walls, multiply your dream body, or change the landscape instantly. The purpose is not entertainment, but to internalize the realization that all appearances lack inherent existence, or svabhava. If you encounter frightening figures, the instruction is to face them directly and recognize them as projections of your own mind. Embrace the fear, transforming the demon into a benevolent deity or dissolving it into pure light. This practice directly purifies karmic imprints and habitual tendencies, known as samskaras. The ultimate goal of this stage is to dissolve the dream body itself, merging it with the clear light of awareness, preparing for the deeper stages of the practice. The third commitment involves recognizing the illusory nature of the dream body. The practitioner must intentionally dissolve the sense of self tied to the physical form. Attempt to pass your hand through your chest or stretch your limbs infinitely. This practice directly addresses the root of suffering, the clinging to a permanent, independent self, the Atman. By dissolving the dream body, the practitioner trains the mind to detach from physical identification. This realization of emptiness, shunyata, is the core philosophical insight of Mahayana Buddhism applied directly to the dream state. The dream body is seen as a maya deha, an illusory body, which is a perfect analog for the waking physical body. Mastering the dream body accelerates the realization that the waking body is equally impermanent and empty of self-nature. The fourth and highest commitment of dream yoga is transitioning the lucid dream state into the clear light sleep, or Osel. This occurs when the dream dissolves entirely and the practitioner maintains awareness in the deepest phase of sleep, the bardo of the true nature. This state is characterized by the absence of conceptual thought and the manifestation of the primordial, non-dual awareness. To achieve this, the practitioner must intentionally dissolve the dream environment into its fundamental energetic components, often visualized as light or space. If successful, the mind rests in the Dharmakaya, the body of truth. This is the ultimate opportunity for liberation within the sleep cycle. If awareness is lost, the practitioner simply returns to the dream state and restarts the practice of stabilization and transformation.
Advanced Dream Yoga utilizes the subtle energy system, particularly the chakras and the central channel, the sushumna. The throat chakra is crucial for maintaining lucidity, as it is associated with speech and the ability to articulate intention. The heart chakra, the anahata, is the seat of the clear light awareness. Practitioners often visualize the luminous seed syllable descending from the throat to the heart center as they fall asleep. This visualization anchors the mind in the central channel, preventing consciousness from dispersing into the side channels, which leads to ordinary, uncontrolled dreams. The practice of tumo, or inner heat yoga, is often integrated with dream yoga to generate the necessary subtle energy, or prana, required to sustain awareness during deep sleep. The true measure of success in dream yoga is the integration of its insights into the waking state. If you realize the illusory nature of the dream, you must apply that realization to the perceived solidity of daily life. This is the practice of illusion body yoga. When interacting with objects or people, maintain the subtle awareness that they are like dream appearances, vivid, functional, but ultimately lacking inherent existence. This reduces attachment and aversion, the primary causes of suffering. The realization that the waking world is a grand illusion, a mahamaya, fundamentally alters emotional reactivity. The practitioner learns to navigate the world without clinging, treating all experiences as transient projections of the mind. Several common obstacles challenge the dream yoga practitioner. The most frequent is losing lucidity due to excessive excitement or fear. If excitement arises, immediately focus on the breath or the seed syllable to stabilize the mind. If fear arises, recognize the terrifying figure as a manifestation of your own subconscious and dissolve it with compassion and light. Another pitfall is mistaking a vivid but non-lucid dream for a true lucid state. The test is always the ability to perform impossible transformations. If you cannot change the environment at will, you are not truly lucid. Furthermore, excessive focus on dream content without linking it to the realization of emptiness turns the practice into mere psychological exploration, missing the spiritual goal. The practice must always return to the recognition of shunyata. Dream yoga serves as a powerful accelerator on the path to Mahamudra or Dzogchen realization. By training the mind to recognize the clear light during sleep, the practitioner prepares for the ultimate bardo experience, the moment of death. The bardo of dying and the bardo of the true nature are structurally analogous to the sleep and dream states. Mastery in dream yoga allows the practitioner to recognize the clear light that naturally manifests at the moment of death, leading directly to liberation. This recognition bypasses the need for rebirth. The sustained practice of dissolving the illusory self, both day and night, culminates in the realization of the non-dual nature of mind and phenomena, achieving the rainbow body, the ultimate spiritual awakening.